Are you stand proud you're strong because you're nah I'd win? Or are you nah I'd win because you're stand proud you're strong? If you said that to a farmer 400 years ago, they'd probably instantly explode. Like, where did these memes even come from? If you're just as confused as those farmers, don't worry, I'll explain what Lobotomy Kaisen is and where it came from. I'm going to assume you know what Jujutsu Kaisen is, because that's what this is. If not, I do have a quick video recap of Season 1 that you can watch. Okay, what I have to say next contains massive spoilers. If you just want the Cliff Notes version, you can see it as a collective meltdown over what happens in a specific chapter. And memes are the coping mechanism for the community. So how did all of this happen and why? You're probably not here for an hour-long breakdown of the lore or a recap of the past 100 chapters, but there are a couple important ones if you want some context. Chapter 212 when Sukuna takes over Megumi's body, and 221 when Gojo was freed from the prison realm. That brings us to present-day JJK and its most hyped showdown. The strongest sorcerer in history versus the strongest sorcerer of today. Things seem to be over between Gojo and Fraud Kuna until chapter 236. Out of nowhere, Fraud Joe gets off-screen by Goat Kuna. It didn't matter if you're a Gojo or Sukuna fan, it was hard whiplash. The last panel of 235 literally said Gojo won. And look, we all knew Gojo wasn't actually going to win because he's not the main character. At this point, you could argue that Sukuna is the MC with how much plot armor he's been receiving lately. People are not happy with how this was handled for good reason, but this video isn't for the fight analysis. Just know that's how 236 became the first impact for Lobotomy Kaisen. Now, where are the memes coming from? That would be none other than Reddit. While places like Twitter and TikTok have their own supply of memes, making manga edits and posting them on Reddit has a much lower bar for entry. It's also a forum where people can ask questions and post their crackhead theories. Some of them are convincing and really well written, even if they can be a little cope. Alright, let's get back on topic. When 236 came out, that caused a huge influx of subscribers to all JJK related subs. The important one being Jujutsu Folk. As the name might suggest, this is a shitposting sub like Titan Folk and Chainsaw Folk. And it's the birthplace of Lobotomy Kaisen. Shock value of 236 aside, you can't just not capitalize on the meme potential of what happened in the chapter, and Gojo just in general. Thus, the Oppenheimer of Lobotomy Kaisen drops. Nah, I'd win. There's so many different versions of it floating around the internet. The nah, I'd win has spread so far that I see it in places I would never expect. Shout out to the Jogo edit for being the first to blow up. Also honorable mentions to stand proud you're strong and are you the strongest? And of course, the lobotomy doesn't just stop there. The craziest edits and theories are being cooked in the malevolent kitchen every day by Michelin level chefs. This is truly our Lobotomy Kaisen.